All right. Hello and good evening, everybody. I am Thor and Rain, but you can call me Thor. And today is July 23rd, and we have got, hopefully, we're going to be getting into what is even the title of this this stream called? We're going to see if we can get smart plating online. At least a quarter of the throughput started tonight. So we'll see how that goes. We had a bunch of technical issues that's kind of slowed us down for the debut on YouTube yesterday. The first stream ever on YouTube was yesterday, and we actually had to reset stream a couple of times because my encoder was not keeping up with the settings I had. But it's looking like we are good to go now. Only got 6 frames skipped due to encoding lag. Let's see if that changes once we start the game here. Hopefully everybody has been having a good week so far. We're almost into Friday here. Hopefully people's got some good relaxing plans for the weekend, hopefully. And let's see, where did we leave off? We had gotten, I think, the footprint done. Yeah. We were working on the cast screw factory here for our smart plating, and we need to do another level on actually all 3 of these. I should get my Satisfactory modeler loaded up here at some point too. But I think we're gonna actually start placing down some more foundations for the second floor of the first assembly line of smart plating. And this is going to be massive. Hopefully I left myself enough space for, oh yeah, there's definitely enough space for logistics to get the materials in here. Let's zoop. There we go. And we'll get that down the line here. Get ourselves a good foundation set up. Because I don't see why we couldn't get, if I don't get interrupted by work, hopefully work doesn't call me because I am on call this week. But if we don't get interrupted too much, I think I'm going to be able to get a first pass of oh, I need to go a little further. Smart plating started. That is very exciting. Very exciting. I've been working quite a bit on this project up to this point to finally get phase 1 complete. Keep going, actually. That's surprising. And this factory here, I think, is this the 5th floor now? It's ending up being a very large factory. Oops. All right, let's start over here. We'll finish up what we had started yesterday. Then we've got to get the power routed in, and then the base materials hooked up. That's going to take a little while. Well, the conveyor belts, I got to turn the music down. That's kind of loud, at least on my end here. It's a little loud. Let's see. There you are. Let's turn that down a little. And that seems to be okay. Yeah, I didn't turn down volume on any of that. All right. Let's see. Let's close that. Yep. Quick wire. Fused wire. Wait. Is that the wrong recipe? It is. This should be fused wire. Ooh, good catch. I'll have to double check and make sure that's actually what we want here. Let me check something real quick on good old YouTube here. Nope, we're good. That's actually lagging pretty far behind on YouTube. Interesting. Oh wait, no, that's not live. There we go. Now I'm watching it live. Okay. And the quality looks pretty good too. It's not an Excel spreadsheet like we had yesterday. All right. I'll have to double check what that actually is supposed to be. I think it is 6.7. Well, we might as well get Satisfactory Modeler started here, because I know we're probably going to need it. Oops. Okay, so let's open. And it is 6.75. Okay, so it kept the rate. We just got to change it to be wires instead of wire. I mean, a minor mistake. I'll have to copy and paste all the rest of these, but yes, can I get... I would like to do that as a stretch goal, as my work might call it. I hate it when managers use those buzzwords. I know, it's just oh, what's the stretch goal for this? It's like, really? You're so ingrained in the corporate culture, you're really going to start using those power words, or buzzwords rather. It's just so cringe, dude. Copy, paste, 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 and paste. One of my previous managers, I liked the guy, so take it with a grain of salt. But one of the things he would always say, like at meetings, is any impediments to to any workflow or anything like that. It's just like, can you say, like, is anybody having any issues? I don't know why we can't just talk like normal people. We got to use this corporate jargon to kind of, like, I don't know, like compartmentalize people. I don't know. It's weird. Let's see. Let's remove this. All right, we had a pretty good system for setting this up the other day. So let's go ahead. That. Actually, hold on. We need to do this to there. No. Was it here? Allows it the correct spacing to hook it up here. Oh, that might not be right. Oh, game. Why do you gotta be like that? There needs to be an undo button. There needs to be an undo command in Satisfactory, because sometimes you get things set up just right and then that happens. You delete the wrong thing. 1, 3, 2, 4. I'm not sure if that's actually positioned in the right spot, but we're about to find out. It is not. How annoying. Okay, so there. I cannot wait for blueprints. My God. So I'll angle it that way so we don't miss. Then that looks nice and straight and aligned. All right, let's see. And this is what, a 3? Okay, so then we just want that there. One closer. And then we'll start the next one. Let's see, I want to check something real quick. Interesting. Okay. No, we should be good. So, let's see. Goodness for vertical nudging now. My God. This so far, this factory is kind of like making me think of like the hive worlds there on Warhammer 40k. I mean, we're a long ways away from that, but like how many layers there are on the floors just makes me kind of think of it. I mean, it's nowhere near that bad yet. This is just phase 1 after all. Go there. Perfect. Actually, does that work? I'm just going to stick with it because I've already done it. It doesn't really provide any extra value for redoing it. Well, other than it's not aligned properly. How does that even happen, huh? Okay. And this will go here. Yep. Looking good. Again on this side. Man, I can't wait for blueprints. This is brutal. There we go. But that does look pretty sharp when it's a straight line like that, I have to admit. Okay. It's easier to remember if I don't clip into it. That's where we want it. Okay. Next. Been playing so much shapes too. I keep pressing the right mouse button for some reason. All right. There. For a second there, I thought I did it again, where I deleted the lift by accident. Again, having an undo button would be so good in this game. It's actually kind of surprising that it's not in here, since this was like based off Factorio. Speaking of Factorio, I'm probably going to get back. I've technically completed the game, but I think I'd like to try to get to the Shattered world again. I got about halfway there, and I've got like a Star Destroyer inspired design. But my ammo weapons were keeping up, so I need to do more research to have them do more damage. And if that's the case, I wonder if I even need a bigger ship. I might, because I think the ammo requirement was what was also starting to not keep up. So we might get back into that at some point. Do a Satisfactory adjacent stream, and I actually got pretty good traction when I streamed Factorio, so it's possible we'll return to it. Quite possible, actually. Oh, we're not done on the other side. Yeah, we got to do the load balancing there. Okay. Next and last one here. No, we gotta put that down first. That. Just a simple splitter here. Cannot wait to hook up the item bus to this factory. And actually, probably before I move on to the intermediate parts there, what is it going to be? Reinforced iron plate and rotors. I'm going to make sure all of this works, so that should be interesting. Actually do need to set up an extra splitter over here. And what did I do on the bottom? Did I line it up? I think I did. Yes, I did. Lined it up with this one. All right. Let's do the same thing over here to finalize this. Okay. So that should be the second level of this. We're going to put in the mergers and stuff on, but that's not too big of a deal. Let's see. Wondering if my camera now looks a little bit too dark. I'll have to review that later. Anyway, that looks good to me. Next, the next set of machines. Which is going to be... Get the center. Is this the center? Yes. You know what? We're going to do the trick we did the other day. So we'll get it down here. Aligned perfectly. That's where we're going to put it. service 8, right? Yep. Just double check something here. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, shit. My chat isn't working. Crap. That's very annoying. Why is that not working? Because I did a test. Maybe chat interface wasn't working. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it showed up there, but not there. That's frustrating. Okay. We're just going to do merge chat from here on out because I don't trust. I have it on OBS. I don't know if anybody's out there still. But on my OBS here, I have chat. It's supposedly supposed to merge it. It was working the other day, but it's a little sketchy. Then I have merge chat here. So I'll start working with that. I'll make sure I check both of them going forward. So my apologies for that. Not sure if anybody is out there still or not, but I will another little pain point of growing onto YouTube here. All right, perfect. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't see it all the way over here on my preview. What's going on, Ice.3939? Welcome to the stream. We are working towards getting to phase 1. And no, I have, let's see, no, that was somebody else. So couldn't really get into Factorio, though I don't mind watching it. I spent, I think, close to 1,000 hours on Factorio. It consumed me. It sunk its teeth into me pretty good. There we go. So that should be good. And we will put this on the other side. I think that's where I want it. Oops. That's annoying. Right there should be correct. I am going through rotors and reinforced iron plate pretty quickly here. Ugh, geez. Just make sure that this is in the right location before I commit to it. Okay. Ugh, I need blueprints so badly. Doing this by hand is very tedious. Put that there. Actually, technically, I don't need to go up 4, but it helps. Actually, no, I guess I do. Never mind. I'm going crazy. But yeah, I just got, oh, that didn't work. What the hell? I just got on YouTube yesterday, so we're still kind of working out some of the technical details and issues. But I'm hoping to get a little more momentum on YouTube. Discoverability on Twitch is definitely lackluster. There we go. Make sure again. That's why I checked it. Whoa. What the heck? Oh, it's up here. Okay. On to the next. Yes, that's right. Put that right there. Probably shouldn't be doing it this way, but I've already committed, so. It's actually going to be pretty tight right there. I'm not sure. Should fit. Yeah, it'll fit. Last one. At least this side, anyway. Why did I do that? And then hooking up all the wires, that's going to be... it'll take a little while. I think this is the most laborious part of it, though. It's getting the belts hooked up. Oh, we need one more right there. At least daisy chaining exists now. Yes, but did I hook that up wrong? Yes, I did. Its orientation was wrong. It does exist, but you have to unlock it in a later tier, which will be a thing for sure. I can't wait to get that. That's also wrong. Damn it. I haven't even actually tried out daisy chaining yet, because I've been struggling with phase 1 here. There we go. But daisy chaining is so nice, though, from what I've seen on the previews and highlights. All right, so then we just want to put that there. And up we go. Actually, yeah, that should be further in, right? Did not know that since I was already on phase 4 when 1.2 came out. Yeah, I think it's further down the tech tree, right? I don't remember which one, but it's in the MAM somewhere. That is pretty close, but it works. But yeah, I'm pretty, let's see. Is it in the Caterium? Might be in the Caterium. Yeah, probably Caterium, because that's where like all the power poles and stuff are. I think it's near the bottom of the chain. So I have not been able to take advantage of that yet. Nor have I been able to take advantage of the new truck route system yet. Which is, I'm pretty excited to get into that, but unfortunately I am still stuck using conveyor belts, hauling in all my resources. All right, so then put that. So just 2. But it'll make unlocking it all the sweeter once we get to that point. Let's see. And right there. Getting a little bit faster doing this. I still use mostly conveyors to transport items, so my world looks like a mess, though I'm trying to use trains and drones more. I started using the tractors pretty early, and that actually is... That must look pretty interesting to have the conveyors all over the place, though. Let's see. Put that there. Right? Yes. And when I did my playthrough of just beating the normal mode, I think it was like last year, I ended up using drones mostly for high-level intermediates. And what I mean by that is like computers, supercomputers, things that take a lot of resources and don't have a really high output or their output rate. And I had like a city-style setup, so it was like built on towers. And so it was just kind of nice to be able to take the drones and just go, oh, the top of this building or the side of the building, and just deliver it to this other building. That's kind of what I did for drones. I did do some of it with... I think long distance I did a lot of it with diamonds and time crystals because they were all over the place, and again, it was a very low throughput. But man, that's been a long time since I've done any Phase 5 stuff. That does sound nice. Yes. Yes, it was pretty cool. And I didn't actually have too much trains either. I had trains for aluminum, and I believe nitrogen gas is what I had for that first playthrough. But I'm going to probably take advantage of a lot more trains on this one, because with the randomized nodes, you got to have kind of like a train station, and that brings it all to a central area. It'll be interesting to see how that develops. I'm not even really sure yet. I did actually do quite a bit of... I did try collecting all of the resources in the Rocky Desert biome. I was going to do collecting all resources in everywhere, in the entire map. And I was going to make like a gigafactory. But that project just was a little overambitious and kind of lost interest over time. But I did get every node in the Rocky Desert, and I had a centralized train hub that was going to send it out to the gigafactory. I still actually have the playthrough. I could continue it if I really wanted to, but this challenge kind of sucked me back into playing Satisfactory. I got trains for rubber, plastic, and fused frames. Let's see. Fused, yeah, I remember fused frames. That was like nitrogen. Yeah, that's with the nitrogen and near the end. And I actually took the time on my first playthrough. Rubber and plastic I did over in, let's see, I don't know if I have it set up yet. It's somewhere, it's like the purple swamp, like down here somewhere. I don't have it unlocked yet. That's where a lot of the oil was and fuel. And I actually set up like a highway there. And that was over ambitious too, because roads in Satisfactory are, they need to be a thing. They need to make roads, not just like these square foundations, because I see people... I did actually download some blueprints, and you can make some really nice stuff with curves and let's see. Yeah, you can do like 5 degrees, and you can actually make it 1 degree, but it is very tedious to set up some nice roads, or nice looking roads in Satisfactory. I'm hoping in like 1.3 that they're going to come out with some way to make roads a little bit more user-friendly. Let's see. I got... There we go, right there. We want to hook that up. There. Alright, I done goofed somewhere. Or did I? Am I missing one? Uh-oh. And getting the trucks to actually drive them properly before the truck path update was a pain. Yeah, that was I remember they made a little bit of a they kind of made a joke about the old legacy truck pathing system, and it would like just go everywhere and it would glitch and they would just start floating up into the air. I did get it to work pretty consistently on with the highway I built on the first playthrough, but the new system is definitely way better, way better. All right, what did I mess up here? This one. I had a truck fly to the dunes. How'd you set that one up? I was in the Rocky Desert. No clue. Just started flying out there. Just glitching out. I didn't actually encounter too many issues with my truck pathing. Not anything that I can really recall. I think setting up the highway really kind of eliminated it running into any pathing issues. Just decided it didn't want it to be where it was. I just don't feel like listening to physics anymore. Nope. I want to do my own thing. I'm going to be Super Truck. The Super Truck can fly. All right, I think that is good. If you tried any other factory building games, I've actually tried Shapes 2. And I've streamed, what was it? Star Rupture. I'm really enjoying Shapes 2. Star Rupture, it's still in early access, so you can't really, you can, but you can't criticize it too hard. Oh, I'm out of iron plate. All right. And here is the lovely factory. Man, this has gotten huge. It all runs off 720 megawatts. I have Shapes, but haven't tried it yet. At first, I thought it was pretty simplistic, but not in a bad way. Because it's like, oh, you don't have to set up power. You don't have to worry about fuel. You don't have to worry about intermediate parts. You just have to sort and organize and set up your machines, and it got pretty repeatable. Like you could set up blueprints pretty easily. Until you can make a make anything machine, conveniently also called MAM. And that's where things get a little bit more challenging, is that you can use the in-game logistics and circuit boards and stuff, or circuits rather, and you can literally program it to make any shape. Now that's easier said than done. I've been working on it for a little while now. I've got it working for like 90% of cases, but there are still some that I gotta adjust for. That's when it actually started to get a little bit more interesting for me. Is when I realized, wait, you can make a make anything machine? All right, what was it after? Iron plate. Ooh, yeah, I'm glad I started this mall factory here. And that seems good. Huh, alrighty then. But I think it's a really good. I think it's really good. It's sucked me in. I've got about 120 hours into it now. Let's see. What else do I need? Do I need anything else? I could grab some iron rods. Do I need cable? No, not really. Okay. And a nice little trick that I've learned over my about 700 hours is in early game, when you don't have any signs or access to the quartz research in the MAM, you can just have a little output of these conveyor belts here, and you can easily see what is in each storage container. It's a nice visual way to kind of show what is in each container in your mall. I really like it. You know, pretty nice. Anyway, I was after rotors. Speaking of which. Let's go on back up here. And Star Rupture needs, it's still in early access. I think it's still like in a beta state. But it needs a little more polish. The movement doesn't feel as good as Satisfactory, even though I think they both use the same game engine. That would save me a lot of time. Let's see. Going through random containers looking for the one that has reinforced iron plates. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was either Co-Carnage when he was playing Satisfactory way back when. Showed me that, or showed it on stream, I should say. Or maybe it was another, maybe it was it Gaming with Doc, maybe? I don't remember. But Gaming with Doc actually got me into Satisfactory. My camera looks pretty dark. I wonder if I should see if I can adjust that real quick. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It's good enough for now. I don't want to do it on live on stream. It's not too bad. But yeah, Gaming with Doc's YouTube shorts pretty much sold me on this game. I was just scrolling through my YouTube shorts, and it was showing like, oh, this is a factory builder game, and it's like, I think I'd like this game. And sure enough, here I am 700 plus hours later. Turns out I like this game. All right. I completely lost track of what I was doing. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, it was right here. But yeah, it's a nice little trick, especially for early game. Okay. Next, I think it's just the next one is actually easy. The next one is just constructors. So let's see. This song always reminds. Oh, actually, I was gonna say you're on YouTube. I actually have music playing through Twitch. And the song I'm just playing the Satisfactory playlist because I'm trying to avoid copyright. But it's the one, I don't know if you watch Stranger Things, but it's kind of got Stranger Things vibes to it. At least in the beginning of the song. 1, 2. This is 6. Yeah, they're all 2x12s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the same thing on this side. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why am I counting? Jeez. Merger. There we go. Perfect. All right. Oh, I'm out of concrete. Okay, I'll try to get it later. Let's try to finish this up now. Setting up the logistics on this is much easier than on the assemblers, clearly, because it has one less input. One more. But yeah, I think you had mentioned you were on phase 4. Phase 4, I think, is, in my opinion, I think it's the most. Let's see, it's the most difficult because I think it sets you up for phase 5, and phase 5 is mostly about making sure you got enough power, or at least that's how I encountered it. I'm trying to remember phase 4. Phase 4 is, oh, what did I even do? I think I got nuclear power set up in phase 4. Man, it's been so long. But I remember phase 5 being like, oh, this didn't take anywhere near as long as phase 4. I'm currently trying to get rid of uranium waste. Yep, I did. I ran into that problem. And my solution to it is what I'll say, what our current real life solution to it is just stuff it away somewhere and we'll figure it out later. So I built, like, what did I build? Was it 3x3s stacked 6 high, I think, or higher? And I made a blueprint to just be able to just stack it in there, and just chucked it all in those storage containers. Like, this is a future Thor problem, and then that never even ended up being a problem. I just stuffed it away in the storage containers and called it good. I was planning on getting to plutonium, and then eventually fixite, but that's a long chain to get through. Nuclear power is kind of a beast of its own, and it's technically optional. From what I've seen, you can get away with doing the fuel processing route as well, like turbo fuel and rocket fuel and all of that. I'll be interested to see how the different fuel types are gonna, oil fuel types are gonna work out in this playthrough. Because the more you process it, the more power it consumes to actually make it, and the more resources it consumes, because every stage of production costs twice as much. I did that, but there as so much that the rads were reaching my main base, even though it was so far away. Oh, dang. Yeah, that is a big problem once you start accumulating the waste. I had mine, like, actually, I do have it here. This is going to be my coal power plant now, but in my first playthrough, it was in the same area right here. Let's see, can I see it from here? Yeah, right over there. It was a good spot. There's some uranium and caves over that way. A lot of water that you could just build on top of. And I actually just tucked it away way over there. So my main base was back in the grassy fields. And then I just had power, nuclear power, way the heck out here. Let's see. That up there. Yeah, this is so much easier to hook up. It's crazy how much easier that is. Whoops. Oh yeah, we need another one right there. Going crazy here. That is closer than I wanted it to be, but it'll work. I'm not about to take it all apart because it's too close. But hey, I found a way to get rid of all the waste through the cost, though at the cost of a ton of power. How did you end up getting rid of it? Because I know you can't sink it. Well, actually, I think you can if you turn it into pellets. If you turn it into plutonium pellets, I think you can then sink it. But just uranium waste on its own, you can't sink. All right, I think that gets us set up for, that needs to be iron plate. So that's all cast screws, right? Yeah, cast screws. Let's go back to our handy dandy Satisfactory modeler. And open. They are each going to be outputting 5.83. Yep, 5.83. Or is that 12%? 5.83. Can't sink pellets. Fuel rods are the only thing in the chain you can sink. Oh, I thought I read somewhere that you can sink the pellets. My bad. Take that and that and that. There we go. So now we got to start thinking about routing in the resources. So let's go get some more concrete so we get the foundations done here. But overall, this is... Ooh. Overall, this is looking pretty good. Get some concrete. What does our fuel reserve look like here? I know I filled it up pretty substantially before I turned it on. Not too bad. Burning through a little bit of fuel, but not terrible. Now you turn them into pellets and then encase plutonium, then fuel rods. And instead of burning them, you just sink them and it gets rid of it. Gotcha. And then the ultimate goal eventually... Oh man, I don't have hardly any concrete. Hopefully that will pick up soon. We're running at about 500 megawatts, 480 megawatts, something like that. We're under our 720 megawatt maximum there. So with a maximum capacity or consumption rather of 617 megawatts. Let's see. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So then, now that we have all the load balancers in place, now we got to figure out where the heck the item bus is going to come into play here. Which is all the way over yonder here. That's satisfying. Not gonna lie, that's pretty satisfying to watch. All the materials coming in from around the world, or at least around the immediate vicinity. That is pretty cool. Yep. Anyway, come over this way. Slide under that because we will be rerouting resources from here up to there. And I actually do need to take a look at my modeler. Yeah, it's almost like I could just sit there and watch it for a little while and just kind of like relax and be like, what am I going to do next on my factory? It's almost mesmerizing. It's almost soothing even to watch. All right. So this is kind of awkward. I have iron on either side. Let's zoom out a little more. It's a total of, well, actually, no, it's not a total of 80. Well, 80 and 70. Oh, wait, that's right. I'm pretty sure part of this had a, did it have a load balancer? Shoot, I don't even see it anymore. Let's see. Maybe it's not part of that one. Oh yeah, this is the actual one. It's a smart plating iron ingot balancer. I guess you could call it Satisfactory. Wow, I'm so funny. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. It's Satisfactory. I think I actually made that joke in one of my videos. This isn't satisfactory at all. Let's say, what did I say? This is satisfactory. And this is totally not satisfactory. I was not very happy about something that I was doing in the early game. Oh, good old jokes here. Let's see. I was going to say dad jokes, but I'm not, that's not. Yeah, actually, that's I think that's could consider that a dad joke. All right. Anyway, oh yeah, this is a rather semi-complex iron ingot balancer because we need to take the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I think I have for the input here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I'm glad I think it was your first plate factory. Yeah, it was. I was not happy that I couldn't get. Yeah, I wasn't happy that I couldn't get things automated, and I just didn't have the power grid to handle it. So, we need to try to set up that load balancer. Also, thanks for showing Satisfactory Modeler in your videos. I started using it and never went back. Yeah, when I first started using it, it didn't actually update, and it didn't have the modifier settings on it. And I had to do like this whole. I might even have that still. Let's see. Some of these might still have the old decoupled blueprint. Or let's see, no. Where I had to actually separate the input and output and have different values, but since then I've been able to hook it up. Let's see. I don't think I have one. But I used to use, what was it called? Satisfactory Calculator. It was, you just give it whatever you needed for, you know, an output, and it would figure out how many machines you needed and if you needed any alternate recipes to make it more efficient. And I'll probably go back to it at some point, maybe, but this is working out pretty darn good. Yeah, that one was the original one I used in my first playthrough. I think Gaming with Doc recommended it. So let's see. And I need to get this down to 4, and I think I actually ended up splitting it evenly. Yeah, 80. Oh no, I do. Well, we'll just follow this. I know I got it set up right. I can't remember what it does. This sets up to. It splits it from all of it coming in from the iron from 5 wide down to 4 wide. Is that right? Should be. Maybe. Oh yeah, these don't necessarily run at full capacity, so. All right. Well, if that's the case, I guess we're gonna have to start building the, and that's why I had it set up this way before, is to give myself some space to set up that balancer. So let's go ahead and just start doing that. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna get smart plating tonight. I forgot I had to do this load balancer thing. Let's see. Let's take a look at that again. Yeah, that was the conveyor compressor. I think we already did that. Yeah, so we got the 50 coming in. And then I don't remember why I did this. I think because splitting it in half from here still made it weird. I'm going to trust that I actually figured this out correctly beforehand. That might make the making the video a little bit challenging when I get back to this point. I'll have to remember what I did here when I start making the video again. And did I need a copper balancer? I don't think so. I might. Well, we'll figure it out. Anyway. I need one that goes into 3. And 2 of them get sent back into here and into a merger. All right. Oops. So a 3-way splitter. 2 of them are going to get merged. And then these 2 get merged. Okay, that's interesting. I'll have to review why I did that, but I'm pretty confident I don't know why I did that. So let's see. Or I had a design in mind for it. So let's move this right there. So now I know I need 3-way splitter. 2 of them are going to get merged. The other one is going to get merged in with the next one. So let's also get, oops, I did it again. All right, so that's a bit problematic. They're too close to each other. Problems, always problems. Let's see. It reminds me of the joke I learned today. My factory is fully automated. Yep, it is indeed fully automated. It automatically gives me all kinds of new problems. Something like that. It's a terrible dad joke, but I don't think I got the delivery quite right either, but you get the idea. It's automated to give me all kinds of problems. So, how am I going to do this? So true, though. It automatically gives me new problems. So I need a 3-way that can technically merge into one. Let me do that real quick. Conveyor merger. So we could do this there, and this there. that technically works. We do this. I don't know if that's going to work though. Let's see, what do we got? Can we do it a little bit beforehand? Where the next line comes in. So the splitter, let's say, let's just put it right there for now. And headaches, can't forget those, yeah. New problems with a side of headaches. Problem is, now I have no way to put that third split. So it's like I need to actually put it over here. Put that one in front. And the output comes through here. That technically works, but I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to separate out the belts a little bit more cleanly than that. Because that splits it, merges it into, oh wait. That I don't think is right either. Oh wait, yes it is. Comes out this way. And then I must be missing something. Those two merge, and then these two merge, and then these two also merge. Ugh. Let me think about that for a minute. Maybe there's some way we can take advantage of that. Speaking of headaches, I'm trying to figure out how to get this to work. Let's see. I forgot I had to load balance this. Yeah, see, this is not completely... I think my item bus down here required 5 wide, but my smart plating required 4 wide for the belts. For the throughput, rather. I'd have to review it. But now that this has been working for a little while, you can see that the belts are not 100% at full capacity. Whoops. Whoa, that was weird. All right. So that's 1. No, that works because it's a merger. So that's technically 2. Then let's clear this out a little. So then we need another merger between these two, which we could put right there. Well, that is if I do it correctly. That's going to get awfully hard to manage, though. Let's see. I can get rid of it. Get rid of this. Put in another merger. I'm already starting to get confused here. All right. So then technically that would be the output there of 1. 1 out of 4. That is this part right here, I think. We might need a little bit more. Again, this is why I am enjoying using the smart, Satisfactory modeler, because it keeps you honest. You figure it out once and you can kind of build from there. All right. I don't really like this design though, because it's too hard to look at. Not without some like blueprints or something. So it's hard to repeat and it's hard to debug if you run into any issues. So I need to separate it out a little. Let's kind of return back to a little more simplistic design here. We know this is going to be a 3-way split from this one input. What if we put the merger over here? Can't see. Out 1, over 1. No. Belt logistics is definitely, geez. I mean, that works, but it's not very compact. This doesn't have to be, because we're kind of cramped as it is. Wondering if maybe I ought to just do this part off stream, because this is taking me a little while to think about. I could do all the other infrastructure, which wouldn't take too long, but this is something I kind of want to sit down and think about. Then I'd still need another one to go out this way. That's already hooking into that one. Yeah. I don't envy your belt management requirements. It's so at a high level, it's not too bad, but it's trying to figure out what we already have and make it work with what we need it to do. The space constraint is the more challenging part than the actual like splitters and mergers at this point, because all 5 of those are going to come into 4, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to get that to be looking clean here. But if I can make kind of a breakthrough, because that's going to have to go that way somewhere. What if we did this? Yes. It's not looking good. Okay, that goes there. No, that ain't right. Let's look at that again. Yeah, we only want the 2. No, that one does hook into just 1 of the other belt. Oh, wait a minute. This might not be too bad. So then I can actually move that up against it. Still a little bit wonky. Ooh. So that's technically one of the outputs. Granted, we're not going to leave it like that, but that being there makes it really awkward. I might come back to this off stream because this is really hard to think about. That three-way works. That will end up being another three-way. Yeah, so let's not do this one yet. Yeah, I might come back to this. Just have a hard time wrapping my head around it. Yeah, we'll come back to this. I'll start setting up the power, I think, at the very least. Having a hard time wrapping my head around it. Let's see. Come on up here. We will get the power set up in the meantime. And we might just test it with something like this as well. So we'll make sure it's all hooked up correctly up to this point, and then we'll worry about trying to get that load balancer or belt balancer fixed. And without having daisy chaining, this is going to suck as well. So I guess I'm not going to try to worry about getting it too perfect then. Great. That works. Now does it hook up to the next chain? Well, yeah, that's fine. That's not right. Trying to make it look somewhat nice. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. It will work. Without fussing over it too much. Oh, I didn't put up the logistics on this side. How awkward is that? Yeah, of course this is wrong. Let's go right there. See, I'm trying to remember what was one of the hardest things I think I was working on here. The aluminum comes to mind because of the water byproduct. Having any liquid byproducts is kind of challenging to deal with. Let's see, it says up to 4. How many is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah. What did I do on the other side? I think that's correct. So one more. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, the electromagnetic fuel rods, I think those are really hard to make. I'm trying to remember phase 5. You had those, what, the dark matter crystals? That usually takes a while to process those too. The copper powder requirement was kind of a weird one. That was just scaling up your copper ingot production. I'm actually interested to see how that's going to work. Because everything's multiplied by 2. That is going to be an interesting thing to deal with, is the copper powder. What did that go into? I think it was pressure conversion cubes. Is this route? No, I'm confusing myself. Okay, yeah, there's another one up here that I need to put in. Right there. But we'll worry about that later. That's phase 5. We're barely even out of phase 1 here. I think that's correct. We'll start getting the power hooked up and we'll do some preliminary tests. How about that? We'll see if we get it all hooked up correctly. And then off stream, I'll probably have to figure out how I want to do that, or the iron ingot conveyor compressor or conveyor converter, whatever you want to call it. That, I think I'm missing one splitter there, but we'll get that. Other than that, that's looking good. Okay, hook up all the wires, and then we'll just route. You know what? I gotta figure out how much this is actually pulling in. I'll have to refer to my Satisfactory modeler. Another reason why I made that, so we don't have to remember all the inputs and outputs. That doesn't go there. Goes there. Yeah, the next thing with coal is that because of the modifiers, you're losing like 20 to 30% of your power just to automate it. Like I got pretty good. I think I got like 4% on the biofuel or biomass rather. But you lose a lot of power on coal because of all the water. The pumps suck up a lot of power to deliver it to the coal generators. I think I've got a plan for it. I got it already set up in Satisfactory Modeler. It's kind of the same trick where you just use a lot more machines than you would normally use and underclock them, but still it creates its own problems too. Eventually you get a diminishing return on trying to underclock stuff, and it doesn't really you don't really gain that much by doing that too many more times after. I think it's like 2 or 3. I think I looked at compacted coal, and because you have to process it, I think it's very close, but I think you're losing out on a little bit of energy. I'll have to double check it. Let's see, did I actually put that in my Satisfactory model, or maybe I deleted it? Probably ought to be something that's a conversation point on the next, when I get to that point for that video. Let's see. I know I did a little bit of research. Maybe we can do a little quick coal power plant open. Well, since we already have it here, let's see. I think I got the modifiers set. So let's run through that real quick, I guess. We'll do compacted coal, and can we do the coal power plant? Coal generator, let's see, is there a coal generator, compacted coal generator right there? Oops, I haven't used this in a little while, so let's see. Unknown. Clock speed 100. Let's start with 100, I guess. Or we start with 1? Forget how to do this. Usually it's pretty simple to set up. Let's see. Oh, maybe it's because I have settings, general. Basic. Full, maybe. Oh, that's really. Let's do basic. There we go. Compacted coal and water. Okay, maybe it is manual. I haven't used it in a little while, so I gotta kind of remember what I did here. Manual. This is kind of confusing me. Let me go back here. Coal. There we go. You gotta have something hooked up to it. Sulfur. Man, I'm gonna have to look at this up again at some time. I can't even remember how to use this. Dang. Let's see. There we go. That's 1. thought when you underclocked it. Oh, that's for telling you how many you need. Okay. Oh, that's summer slopes. Whoops. 1. %. Okay. Let's see. You need a lot more resources, I think, to get to this point. And it's a little bit challenging because you also have to calculate how much power you're consuming in order to do... let's see, but I think you can underclock it. So you can make it like... This is 8 assemblers. You can underclock this. So this is 8 water. Or you can set it up to be 15. That makes more sense. This is 15 as well. I don't recall what this takes. So that's only a third. So 45? I'm confused now. Let's see. Set this back to 100. Hmm. 45 seems right for one generator. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's aligning right. Still 15 water. Thought there was a way to like... Oh, hold on. Hover over it. Recipe input 7.17 compacted coal. So 7... was it 1 divided by 7? Weird. I don't know why that number's not changing. Let's see. It's 45 water. Oh, maybe that's part of the problem. There we go. Okay, well, I guess water is its limiting factor here. So 7.14, which is what we want now. All right. Forgotten how to use this. So it's using about, it's using about the same amount of coal by the looks of it. Let's see. 50 coal, 50 silver to make 25 compacted coal. So you're already losing half of what you're putting in. I don't think it's looking that good. Again, I'd have to kind of really sit down and calculate it. Let's see. Well, you can get this. That's just going to reduce your overall power. Okay, let's set that to 15. Oh, that's your, oh, interesting. So the coal generator takes more water? Oh, I see. Assemblers might ruin the energy density. Yeah. And I think because you're manufacturing it, you've got the 2x cost. You're already cutting out half of your power because you're taking 50 coal, 50 silver, but you're only getting 25 compacted coal. Whereas before you'd be getting 50 compacted coal. processing stuff with the 2x modifier really changes the game a lot. Okay, I see what I did here. Kind of. It's not immediately apparent to me anymore. But if I set this in terms of 3, which is what I did here. Okay, there we go. That is equivalent to this. And compacted coal. I need 7.14 coal. And I don't think it's worth it. I think you just want to take your straight up coal and plug it in. Let's see. The only thing you're gaining too is it lasts. Well, does it last longer in the power generator? I'd have to look that up. Let's see. Let's see if we can bring that up, I guess. Yeah, we'll come here, here, compacted coal, satisfactory. Let's bring that over here. There we go. Let's just say avert your eyes because that's pretty bright. So yeah, let's see. I think the only thing it does is it lasts longer. I mean, we can now just check the we can check we can check the megajoules. That's going to be the easiest way to compare that rather than kind of doing it that way. I felt like I could do that a little bit easier on Satisfactory Modeler, but we can just go find coal now. Go back. Coal is 300 megajoules on its own. And this is 630 megajoules. So it is twice as much. You might be gaining a teeny tiny amount, but I think you're going to be losing out on that from the assembler. Because your goes from a 4-second burn to 8.4-second burn. But I think because, let's go back to the model here. I think because you're spending so much on processing it, I think you're spending more energy than you are actually getting it. Let's see. Than what you're netting. Let's see. It takes 5 coal. Yeah, and then you're going to have 5 compacted coal. If you divide everything by 5, it'd be 1 and 1. And so you're gaining, what, 30 megajoules? Not only that, but then you also have to figure out the sulfur. It's not looking too good. Because now you have to have 2 miners to get the sulfur, and so you have an additional miner, and you're going to be using your assembler to make it. Whereas, and you're still going to need to pass in all this water, so you're probably losing out on a lot of power to make it into compacted coal. Assemblers are probably consume more than the 30 megajoules you gain. Yeah. I mean, it was worth kind of exercise to go through that, but I think for now the best thing you can do is just straight up use the coal as is and plug it into a coal power plant. I think if you didn't have the 2x multiplier, it would be worth it, but the 2x multiplier eats up your eats up your gains. So let's see. Let's go back into the game, I guess. Let's see, where did we go? Satisfactory. Anyway. It was a good little experiment to see if it works, but the modifiers really change how the game is played. I'm curious to even see how that's all going to work out for fuel, like turbo fuel and rocket fuel, if it's even worth doing any of that. At some point I'll have to sit down and figure it out. My initial estimate, though, is you might get to turbo fuel, but after that, I don't know, because you need compacted coal for turbo fuel, right? So we'll see. I don't know. Processing it, if you can cut costs on electricity to process it, it might be worth it, but I don't know. All right. How do we want to hook up the power to this? Can we hook it up in like the middle here somewhere? We don't want to hook it up in the middle, because that's where our no daisy chain, because daisy chain I'm pretty sure is a Caterium unlock, and it's further down the MAM chain than I have access to right now, because I'm still in phase 1. Turbo fuel might work with the blender recipe since it cuts out half of the manufacturing. That is true. So we'll have to see what alternate recipes are available when we get there. 2x is so dumb, you just need the least amount of steps possible. Yep. You got to cut back on as many steps as you can. Complex parts, you're making stuff 1/64th. Yeah. It scales exponentially. It is pretty insane. Let's see. And that is why I'm using cast screws way down there. And we're using copper rotors actually for this build. I got copper sheets over here at some point too. All right, let's see. Let's put that there. Put that up there. I don't even know where I can hook this up to. This freaking factory is getting gigantic. Yep, okay, that's working. I guess for the time being, since we're just testing and debugging, I'm just gonna grab it from there. Okay, that's all hooked up. We're just gonna grab... Oh, you know what? That means we gotta turn off our... our mall factory production and start rerouting stuff up here. Oof, that's gonna be a kind of a pain on its own too. Let's just plug that in. Reroute resources to what we want it. And it's going to look awful for the moment, but that's all right. We are just testing for the moment. I got to figure out conveyor compressor or conversion, because I'm going from 5 belts to 4. Let's see. We'll just route it up there once we get it. I just want to test and make sure I got all the connections set up appropriately. Which... it's taking forever for some reason. Was I supposed to merge these two in? Well, we're going to do it anyway. It's going to look terrible for the time being, but again, it's just a temporary kind of test. Okay, why is this doing that? Shouldn't that just go right there? What? Am I losing my mind here? Why does it seem like I'm losing my mind here? Let's see. That's the output. That's the input. I'm confused. Conveyor merger. That was weird. Okay. It's decided to work now. All right. Just go like that. Go back up there. I don't think that's going to be high enough. Damn. All right. That'll be good enough just to get it routed over there. Again, I'm just doing it for a test. Make sure I got it all hooked up correctly. All right, let's see. So then it's going to get split off in two different directions, right? I'm going to check my handy dandy modeler here. Yeah, 80. So that's, oh wait. That's a Mark II belt. Okay. Is it supposed to be a Mark II belt? Now I'm confused. Frick. Yeah, I think so. Oh no. It's Mark I left. Well, let's make it a Mark II now. Forgot my design. I haven't played in a while. None of this is the final design. It's all currently just testing. And, it's off center. I hate that, but I just want to see if I've got this set up correctly. How much is this going to output? See, the nice looking one is over here. I'm very glad I made this because I would have never remembered any of this. All right. Only 26.67 per minute. So I only need Mark I belts. If it hasn't been tested, it don't work. That was a motto I learned way back in university when they had some guy come in talking about like actually working on the job. And one of the things he said is if it ain't been tested, it don't work. And then meaning it's safer to assume that whatever you're building, if it hasn't been tested yet, it probably doesn't work because there's probably issues with it. Always test, especially these bigger projects. 'Cause you're bound to miss a conveyor belt somewhere, or a splitter that's supposed to be a merger, or some silly little mistake. All right. Let's see here. Ah, here it comes. Or maybe I messed up the load balancer. Although that's not full. Oh, what the heck? Well, we're just going to do this for now. Again, we're just testing. So. Okay. That was a very... I don't even know how that happened. Wow. I had the parachute and I fell through a very specific hole. Let's see. Up we go. I'm just talented, I guess. All right, that's looking better. Let's just send a little bit. So do I have it set up correctly? 1.67, yep. Capacity went down? Oh yeah, because they were all they were normally clocked. Duh. And these are going to take forever to freaking make. 71 seconds each. 72, actually. Here they come, though. All right. Yep. That is literally all I needed to see. All of it's green. All right, that's good enough for me for now. We'll go to the other side, actually. We need to test cast screws. Let's see. I also need to go up a level too. How am I going to do that? Not sure yet. Let's just at least get this one hooked up first. I guess just for now. Whoops. And let's get a ladder. Look quite messy for the time being. We don't care for just testing it. Well, you know what? I don't know if I... Back to the Satisfactory, huh? Yes, indeed. We are doing the challenge mode. What's going on, Charles? Long time no see. Let's see. Are these configured correctly? I don't remember. Yeah, no kidding. I've been busy at work. How about you? Yeah, work has been, I don't know. I have a weird situation at work. But I've been doing a bunch of other projects. Been working on the house here a little bit. Been doing a little bit of drywall, finish work. Let's see. What have we been doing? I've actually been working mostly on the YouTube videos lately. So I've been cutting back on stream. But now that I've got a few videos out, I'm going to start streaming the progress of this challenge run here, while also making the video. Let's see. We did get through Satisfactory. I think you were there for that one. What else? I don't think I've been doing too many new games lately. So the Satisfactory challenge mode run is the space elevator parts, or what you use to progress through the game, is multiplied by 100. So I think, what is it normally? Is it 500? You need 500 smart plating. Yeah. So instead, I think you need, is it 500? And then times 100, you need 50,000. 50,000 smart plating. I should know that off the top of my head, because I did a whole video on that. Where is... I don't think I actually have it. Yeah, no, it's 5,000. It's 5,000 smart plating. Is it really 50 in the beginning? Wow. Okay, so instead of 50, it's 5,000. Yeah, it's normally 50. I thought it was 500 for some reason. Satisfactory is unfortunately a game where time can solve any issue, but if the time cost is such an issue that it affects your personal life, then it starts mattering that you make way more. Yeah. Yeah, because already it's just how I've got this all planned and set up. It's still going to take 20 hours in real time to complete. Take 20 freaking hours. So that's pretty insane. To add on top of that, all the electricity cost is multiplied by 5. So a humble constructor, or no, is this a constructor? Yeah, a humble constructor is now costing you 20 megawatts of power. An assembler costs you 75. Yep. Not only that, to add on top of that, now everything costs twice as much to make. So if you're making iron ingots, I think that was a 1-to-1 before. Now it's a 2-to-1. And that scales exponentially with the number of production stages. So you want to try to cut back on the number of stages of production as much as you can. So yeah, it changes the game substantially. It's quite a bit to try to get around. It has been a crazy logistical challenge. And right now, I'm just trying to test to make sure my cast screws are all... Oh, I didn't even hook up the power on this yet. I'm going crazy. So yeah, to offset the power cost, I've made a whole bunch of machines now and underclocked them, because you have the non-linear scaling of underclocking. So if you underclock something by 10%, it actually underclocks the actual value to, like, I think it was like 5%. I can't remember exactly, but it's the non-linear. It doesn't scale with the clock speed. So if you underclock it by 90%, it actually underclocks it by like more than that. I don't remember exactly what the ratio is. All right, so I actually got to get the power hooked up on this. Ugh. Well, that's why we're testing. So let's keep building. Let's keep making progress. I think these are actually aligned improperly. Oh well. So I think it's supposed to be right there, but I'm really not going to worry about it. It's not worth tearing down and starting over. Over here. Nope, 2-hour mark. Fix it, approved water break. Right here. Fix it, approved water break. All right, back to work. I better get back to work before Ada starts telling me I need to change my my outfit again. Fix it, approved attire. All right. But yeah, it has been one heck of a challenge. But it's been also a lot of fun too. Oh, and I am live on YouTube now. So we're moving on up in the streaming world. Or at least I hope. Whoop. Not losing any frames here. It looks like it was a little laggy there for a second. Okay. Hooking up the power actually wasn't too terrible. Let's hook it up there. And I can go over a real quick overview of how big the factory has gotten just for the mall. Like, we're still in phase 1 and we've got this gigantic factory. I think I'm like 100, let's see, what is the save on this? I think I'm like 100 hours into this already. Yeah, 90 hours and I'm still not even into phase 1 yet. Still not done with phase 1. It's crazy. Let's just hook up over here. So needless to say, I have got a challenge that's going to keep me busy for a long time. But once we get coal power hook set up, hopefully things get a little bit smoother. All right. And I'm going to jinx myself, but I haven't heard a circuit breaker power failure in a while here. So okay. Well, look at that. Something wrong with that. Okay. Is this what? Yeah, 5.83. Again, that's why we test. Always test it. That looks a lot better. Huh? I got a new bug, maybe? Uh-oh. I'm not able to use my key bindings at the moment. Let's see. Alt, will that help? Nope. So we got another bug here. Apparently, I don't know what caused this. Save game. Let's try saving the game. And then loading the game. Because I can't use any of my key bindings. I'm pressing 1. Let's see, so 1. Nothing's happening. So I don't know what happened, but we caused a bug somewhere. So let's load the game. hopefully a restart here fixes that. All right, there we go. Weird. I don't know what that one was. Somebody tell Coffee Stain Studios. I wonder if that Walking Dead bug thing is still a problem. Like you continue to walk even after you die, or you're like your feet do these little like pedal things. I wonder if that's still a thing, or if they fixed that yet. Whoops. And you still make like the footstep sound effect. Let's see. 5.83. Let's reopen there. How much is coming out of this? So I do need Mark II belts for this one. This Mark I is just 30, I believe, 60 rather. Yeah. We're just not going to worry about it. We're just going to set all of them to 120. And I've been playing a little bit of Shapes 2 as well here. I'm having a lot of fun with that. I'm actually up to top 6%, something like that. Top 5.5%. So why isn't anything coming out? Oh, it's just taking a while. 23%, which is actually kind of what we want. There we go. All right, that's good enough for me. That passes the test. Oh, no, I think it's just full. What's going on here? Oh, maybe it's not full. We missed one. Yep. See what I tell you. Always got to test it. And I'm probably going to jinx it, but I'm surprised that I haven't got called from work yet. I'm on call this week. And unfortunately, I got to get up at 3:30 in the frickin' morning to do a production deploy. It's not fun, but it's got to be done. See, that's still not going? Guess it's just taking a while to fill up, but... Eh? I want to make sure that... Okay, there it goes. All right. That's good enough for now. Reshi! Hi, Reshi on YouTube. All right, so let's do the same thing down here. Make sure this is all working. This is not aligned, but oh well. Whoop. If the power actually doesn't take as long as I thought it was going to, because I'm not being quite so finicky about it. Well, it's still actually not that Dun-dun-dun. Ah, I hate it when it flashes right in your face like that. Okay. That's all hooked up. That right there. It is pretty interesting to see both Twitch chat and YouTube chat combined. I'm glad that's working. All right, so then that's gonna come down here. I probably ought to disconnect the power here on some of these. I'm worried I'm gonna actually have a power outage. I haven't had one of those in a while. Why is that not? Oh, I know why. Because I haven't got the recipe set up on those yet. Let's come up here. Copy. Can actually probably just disconnect the power to this because we know it's working. I saw something interesting about Blizzard lately. I saw that they were like, one of their employees was doing a +23 mythic run. I don't know if anybody watches or follows World of Warcraft at all, but apparently it looks like they were cheating and they were doing like an instant death command in a +23 mythic dungeon. Not good. Not good. That's about as bad as Elon Musk hiring somebody to play his account, and then he goes into hardcore mode, and he gets his freaking character killed. Oh my god! Like, dude, I know you're trying to make it look like you're relatable, but damn, dude, that's not good. All right. I don't even know how you have time to play, what was it, Diablo? I think it was Diablo 4. Or maybe Path of Exile. I don't remember now. It's like, I get it, you're trying to look relatable, but... I need to make those Mark IIs. God damn it. I don't need to, but... Wait, am I out? No. Gonna be soon, though. Blueprints cannot come soon enough. I tell you what. I tell you what. And again, this is why we're testing all of this. Because if it ain't been tested, it don't work. But this is looking like it's generating our cast screws now. So both levels are working. Okay. That's good enough for me for now. What's this one? It's copper sheets. No, what is this? Going insane here. I hope I didn't do that. Oh no. I might have made a mistake. Let's see. Ah, shit. That's embarrassing. Those didn't need to be assemblers the entire time. Oh. Oh. Well, I got plenty of space to put it now. That's all right. Because all that needs to be is just copper. All right. Well, again, this is why we test. That stings a little. That stings a little. I'm not going to lie. All right. In the meantime, then, see if we can get this hooked up. Thought about that too. It's like, wait, copper sheets is only a constructor. But for now, all we need to do is just hook that up. I don't know. It's gonna look. Oh, I'm out of iron plate. Look at that. All right. Hopefully we have some iron plate set up by now. Oop. Iron plate right there. Ooh, nice. We got a bunch of iron plate. Reinforced iron plate, which we're still going to need a lot of. Got a bunch of modular frames. We're going to need that for phase 2. All right. May even call it a little bit of an earlier stream tonight. We'll see. And then tomorrow, I think we're going to be doing a little bit of Helldivers 2. I think we're going to continue on with the Satisfactory run here. Let's see. And I'm just going to make this look absolutely wonky as possible for the time being. Again, we're just testing. There we go. Perfect. That is an amazing design. Some copper coming up here. Are these tuned appropriately? That's quick wire, not copper wire. Yeah, we found out that issue as well. So we're finding out a whole bunch of issues. One of these is copper, or just regular wire, I should say. Oh, maybe it's the one up there. Okay, let's fix that real quick. Oh, I don't even have power hooked up yet anyway, so it doesn't matter. Plenty to do, my God. What? Why is this not working again? The hell? I wonder what's causing that. Now there's a weird bug that's making it so my hotkeys aren't working. All right, well, I'm gonna save the game and reload again here. How am I breaking this game? Save, confirm, load game. I blame Reshi. No, it's Reshi's fault. I don't know what's causing that. It's kind of weird. Anyway. So we want to try to do something a little bit different with this one if we're instead of on the inside. Oop. Yeah. I guess. Maybe. The only thing I don't like about that is that, yeah, I don't particularly like that. Okay. This is usually where it takes a little while to power. Sure it's all lined up. I'm not sprinting. Okay, weird. There we go. Perfect. To the other side. Don't be that way, please. I cannot wait to have daisy chaining. Ah! All right. There's that one. And there's that one. So it hooks up the power. We're not getting a lot of copper, which is not good. Oh, that's why. Fortunately, I only need one more copper ingot on that one, and that'll get started. That one has 0, so it makes me think that something's wrong. Yep. So that one should be 0 as well. The heck? What do you mean, the heck? There's no Caterium. Oh, I don't have Caterium even hooked up. There. My camera looks really dark now. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe I can fix that on the fly here. I think that's going to be... Oh. Yeah, that's better for now. Yeah. That'll work for now. I need better lighting in my stream setup here. I gotta jack up the ISO on my camera here because I don't have very good lighting. It'll work for now. So that's working. How about this one? Yep. Much is coming out of this. Let's take a look at our handy dandy. Only 53. So yeah, we only need Mark 1s. All right. We are getting there. I just want to make sure that these are crafting the appropriate items here. How long is that going to take? 266 seconds. Dang. All right. Well, while we're waiting for that, we can go ahead and start taking this down because this was a mistake. We don't need assemblers here. We just need constructors. I set up the ones over here. And further in. Where is it? I think that's right. Actually, is that where I even want to put it? No, it's not. Ugh, so frustrating. I have to tear all this down. Okay. Yep, that looks right. And then mergers. So let's keep working on tearing all this down. So sad. Where's random gear to tell me that's a typical Thor move, huh? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Oops, that doesn't look right. All right. Then we got to get the... Oh, no. Damn it. Another signature Thor move. We missed it by that much. Dang it. Yeah, that's an easy one to fix. Oh, speak of the devil, there he is. Ow, by the way. Why are you bonking me? Man, that was like I was out. That was like speak thy name and he shall be summoned. Someone has to do it. I was literally just talking about you, saying where's random to give me a hard time about misplacing, putting down the wrong machine. Cleaned up. Someone has to do it. Yeah, I haven't seen Bjornswith around in a little while. And hey, we have a marked improvement from yesterday's stream where stream ended up being a, what did you call it, a PowerPoint presentation. Although I don't know if you can hear me. Oh no, the ad just started. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm here. Oh, no ad for you? Wow, how lucky. Headsetless, though. Oh, ad block. I mean, I actually did just install ad block on my browser myself, so I can't really complain. It's like if I share my screen, like if I'm watching, you know, if we're going to do some React content or whatnot, I don't want a ad blocker to come up and just dox me all of a sudden and give me a localized advertisement. It's like, oh yeah, you live here. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, ads. That is definitely... No, that's right. Ad block in general works on for YouTube, but doesn't for Twitch. Yeah. That's actually true. Yeah. So I have 2 installed, one for Twitch. There's a ad blocker specifically made for Twitch. Interesting. I didn't know that. Interesting. All right. So there's that. I think we've got our wire assembly up and running here. Let's check. Oh yeah, we are definitely, we're cooking with we're cooking now. It's called Twitch ad block on Chrome. I wonder why it's different. Wonder why it can't be like included in like what did I just download? uBlock or something or other. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did I mess up this time? Just one too many? Hopefully it's just one too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Twitch writes the ads into their video player, whereas YouTube just overwrites the video with an ad. I see. I have YouTube Premium, so even though I miss the ads, you'll get the revenue. Nice. Although I'm not monetized on... Uh-oh. Damn it. I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. I'm getting there. Where are your walls? Where are my floors? Cheap. Eventually, yeah, I'll get there. Keep posting these videos. I'm actually surprised how much. Oh, really? I fell down and I could have just gone up the ladder right there. Well, we're just gonna get rid of that. Oh, wait for it. Sometimes takes a little while. He's a little nervous. He's on YouTube now.
Well, fuck! Ah!
There it is. He's getting amped up. He's getting amped up for the well fuck. It's so funny they scream when you add 4 exclamation marks. I think S-Fan has it too. And he has Keanu Reeves, and people make Keanu Reeves scream all the time with the exclamation marks. It's funny.
Well, fuck!
I don't know why. That one just makes me laugh every time. Fuck! Oh, here we go.
Well, fuck!
Actually, it was good. He didn't scream. That was a good one. Oh, we got another good one. Might have to add 5 for Keanu Reeves to make him scream. I don't know. Maybe I fell down this one. Either way. Oh, here we go. Or it's just going to completely distort it. Hold.
Well, fuck! Ah!
There it is. That's 5 for Keanu Reeves. Oh my god. The TTS is wild. It sounds like he died. Or like he fell off a building or something. Jesus, that's kind of scary. Ah! You should be able to hear that on YouTube. I'm not sure. But I'm 99% confident you should be able to hear the TTS redemptions on YouTube. Can't redeem them on YouTube, but you can hear them. Let's see. Nice. Perfect. It's all according to plan. All right. That's done. Would have had this done a long time ago if I realized because I actually got to fix it up there too. I made a error. Imagine that. Imagine that, random. I made a random error. So I'm going to blame you now. Anytime I make random errors, I'm going to blame it on you, Random Gear. See how this works? And something like that. Okay. So we now need to set the copper sheet recipe. I need my handy dandy modeler. Should be an easy number. Yep, 2. Wait. It's a little weird. I think it's just not calculating it correctly. Why do I need 24 of these? Let's open this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's another error. I don't actually... Okay, that's completely wrong. Gotta update that text. Wow, I'm finding all kinds of problems. Now I'm not so sure this is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, no, 12 is right. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I didn't need that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? I guess it is. Wow. Okay, that's really annoying. I've been doing this wrong the entire freaking time. My text. Let's go over here. Oh, and that is at 16. Oh man. Oops. Oh man. 16. And did that one say 18? Oops. Man, this is kind of brutal. Making that mistake. 16 is correct. 12 is fine. I can just cut back on that. I think that was actually correct anyway. Oof. Lots of problems with all this. This is only 8. And this is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's only 8 as well. Well, fuck, as the Halo announcer would say. Okay. I don't need all that cast screws anymore. Oh man, I've been... All right, this is not a bad thing. I'll just leave it alone, because I'm going to need to do it for the next level anyway. Well, I always say the best kind of kill is overkill, unless you don't actually need the overkill. Anyway. Unless that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the right one that I'm going to be looking at. This has all the balancers and has all the ironing. It's, yeah, this is okay. All right. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I need 12 cast screws. So that means I've already got that work done. That's not a bad thing. Let's see. So now I only need to, so basically I've already got all the work done. Let's just have to cut back a little. That's not bad. All right. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get rid of this and this. That's actually not terrible. Yeah, and just get rid of this extra. Branch. We good. We are good. And that literally just fixed the problem right there. So while we're at it, let's fix this one. And we've already got the one next level up done. So yeah. Just look at the, we only need yeah, we only need another 2x4 here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I need to cut down on 2. I mean, the alternative is I could actually just. I'm too late now. I could cut it down and make it less expensive on electricity, but I've already kind of committed to just reverting back to the plan. I mean, this works just as well. Random, why didn't you tell me I was doing it wrong? Huh? Sheesh. 2, 3, 4. It actually gives me a lot more space in between, which I kind of like. All right. Do I still need this many? Do I still need this many for iron plate? 16, yes. Okay. And how about cast screws? Cast screws is still 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, because cast screws is correct. Sorry, back. Trying to hash out a miscommunication between myself and a buddy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it an Abbott and Costello miscommunication, or is it like a legit miscommunication, like a friend-ending miscommunication? Abbott and Costello. Let's see. There's a skit. Who's on first? What's on second? They're talking about baseball. Yeah. Abbott. That's Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? I don't know who's on first. Ish, but not 100%. Let's see. All right. So technically that makes the first half of the first assembly line done. I think. No, this is the first assembly line. Yeah, so this is the... Yeah, this makes it half done. Okay. Well, I mean, since I've gotten this far. He's saying that he thinks I made up his military deployments. He's saying that he thinks I made up his military deployments. So, like, you're, like, hyping him up or something? I guess I'm not quite sure I understand that. No. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cover sheet. It's complicated. Yeah, I can I'd probably imagine it's going to be difficult to actually like describe it on Twitch chat. All right. We know this works. Let's get the power hooked up first. Wasn't too bad to actually fix this mistake. But we've hashed it out. Let's see. Just a small miscommunication. Told him I'd never falsify his deployments, even ones that I don't know about. Let's see. Anyways, enough of that. Yes. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to fit Factorio back in. This is going to be a long challenge. But I still kind of want to get back into it. Let's disconnect that for now. Again, this is why we test stuff, so we can realize the stupid mistakes that we made. You know, we're just going to disconnect that for now. That's probably a mistake, because I'll probably forget to plug it back in, but you know. Everything you do is stupid and a mistake. Oh, come on now. Come on now. That's not true. I mean, if it is, you keep coming back for more. So, I mean, I guess it's good entertainment, right? All right, let's reroute this. Shit. I didn't realize I was going to do that. Ah, this is perfectly fine. Wow, I was going to say that's going to allow me to do that. Oh, come on. Just work, will you? There we go. Actually kind of glad I'm testing this now. And I don't know if I actually set these up yet. I did, but I don't know what is my input rate here. It's 2. That's right. That's how I discovered something does not look right. 2. The math wasn't mathin'. I had 24 of these machines, and they were supposed to be set to 2. I already knew something didn't look right. Oh, oh, sure. Oh, sure. Yeah, you're ugly mug. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Ugly mug, you keep coming back though. You keep harassing me, but you keep coming back. Keep telling me I'm ugly. Man, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Am I right? No respect. No respect. Come on, somebody's got to get that reference. If you don't get that reference, I'm going to feel old. Keep your friends closer, but your enemies. Keep your friends closer, but your enemies. Well, someone's having difficulty typing tonight. Okay, I think I got these all set up correctly now. Yeah. All right. Again, if it ain't been tested, it don't work. I am an adamant. What do you want to call that? I live by those words. If it ain't been tested, it don't work. I'm pretty sure I had a coworker tell me that one time. Oh yeah, I haven't tested this, and sure enough, it didn't work. I hear rain. There is rain, but I think you're hearing the machines. Let me walk away from them. Yeah, there's no rain. Let's see. I think it's just because it doesn't have any in it yet. So no smart plating tonight, but we're getting close. We're getting real close. I'm gonna try to figure out the I hear rain, Thorin rain. That was a good one. I'm gonna give you that one. Listen. That required that prompts a single what is it? Round of applause. There you go. Just one. I don't give them out too much because then you know, bad things will happen. I'm not supposed to applaud the audience. They're supposed to applaud me.
Bitch.
That one didn't really come off that way. It didn't come off like sarcastic, but it was good. It's always funny to hear Ada swear. Ow! Hey, come on. You got one round of applause from the streamer. You should be happy. All right, let's see. Is this working? Let's make sure this is working. Pretty sure it is. Does this require 4? Yeah. Like that Fills up pretty quick. In only 30 seconds. Okay, this is working. All right. All right, we can disconnect this here as well. We know this is working. And we're not even close to losing our power here. It's awesome. So does that make the first level complete, actually? I think it does. All right. We'll disconnect that as well. So what do we want to do now? Do I want to try to do the next level up? I guess I could start working on... Oh no! Parachute! We don't need the walls. It's the safety. Safety's an optional thing. Safety's an optional thing. Let's see. I feel like I was getting a little bit of frame rate issues there, but I think we're good. At least on my preview. But otherwise, we're looking okay. All right. So I guess we're going to continue on building. We're a little bit... we're a little more further along, actually. Because we don't need to have 4 levels anymore. We just need the 2, which is a nice surprise, actually. Because I made a mistake. I was looking at the wrong model. It doesn't help I haven't probably played this in a month. Alright. Let's see. What we got down here? 12, right? Double check and make sure. No, only 8. Only 8. So I have that correct, right? Oh God. Please tell me I didn't fuck it up again. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that's the good news, is that 1, 2, 3, 4. I really don't have to fix too much. I already did the work. So it's not a catastrophic mistake. It's an overkill mistake. The best kind of kill is overkill. That's what I always say. What's the saying I always say when I'm playing Baldur's Gate with Reshi? If you're the brute, you carry the loot. That's what I always say. It always makes her mad when I say that. It's funny. If you're the brute, you carry the loot. Can't say that when you're not playing games. I know I haven't played it in a long time. We haven't played Baldur's Gate in forever. We should probably pick that up again at some point. It's a good time. No wonder Reshi hates you. Wow. She doesn't hate me. I don't think. Yeah, let's test this one next. That should be easy enough to test. So let's put it like there, there. Figure out the more cleaner logistics later. For now, will this work? Yep. Listen, wow, that's a really steep angle. Listen, they say in order to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs. In order to make a nice factory, you got to make spaghetti. See what I did there? I just came up with that. I'm pretty proud of it. You can give me your pogs now. I knew that was coming. Bonk. What? What's wrong with that one? It's true. Oh wait, I didn't even hook up the power yet. Shite. Too busy making bad jokes, I guess, right? Let's see. Why do I have to be so persnickety about where I place this? Ugh. That's fine. Because it looks good when it's right. I don't know. There. Perfect. Again, blueprints cannot come soon enough. Missed that jump. All right. Let's widen this platform a little. Just go right through it. Who cares? Wish there you could press control like you can with other like conveyor belts and rails to force it to be straight. There we go. Okay. Oh, is this? Oh, it still seems correct. Those are tuned appropriately, right? Yeah. 6.75. So no copper ingots. Ah! Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. No. And nobody saw this one either. No. That's good. Glad nobody saw that. That'd been embarrassing. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Nobody saw this one either. Yeah. You saw nothing? I saw it. You're embarrassing me. Listen. Sometimes I just got to do stuff like this to make it, what's the word I'm looking for? If I just play the game perfectly all the time, that's boring. Be an ass. Shit. If I play the game perfectly all the time, that would just be boring, right? So I just got to set up some time, I'm learning to be a streamer, right? I got to set up content, right? Scripted content. That was just scripted content. Don't worry about it. It'd be improvement on your gameplay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got no words for you, man. No words. Everything seems to be working. Again, though, that's why you test. I'm glad I'm testing this. Okay, this is looking good. All right, I think... What do we got here? Oh, yeah, I got to completely dismantle this. Because this has got to now be copper sheets. Disgusting. Just mess around with the new truck system. Oh my god, why is it so hard to make them drive in a straight line? It's challenging to make them drive in a straight line? Well, I'm going to learn all about it here. Well, not too soon, but eventually. I've heard they kind of freak out on intersections. I have heard that. Huh? Oh. Okay, no, good. All right. I thought I removed the wrong set of assemblers. God, I would have been so upset. Let's see. Delete. Damn it. The path never goes straight.
Oh, fuck! Oh!
Oh, no. Oh, no. I just taught him a new trick. Man, why is Keanu Reeves so dramatic? The path never goes straight. I don't know what you mean by that. Let's see. Conveyor merger. We'll put that right. Can you press like control and maybe that forces it, the control key, and does that force it to go straight? Because I know you can do that with like belts and stuff. Like see if you go like, if you put it on straight. All right, no, it usually does. How many of these do I need? Even the straight option curves around. That's weird. Because I've seen them go straight before, but again, I haven't actually I haven't actually like worked with trucks yet. The new system. I can't wait to get to it though. Well, hopefully. Let's see. I'm probably actually going to hook this up and see. Oh, this needs to be cleared out. Yeah, I'll probably get copper sheets here, and I'm probably going to call it a stream here. It's been a good stream tonight. I'm pretty pleased. Pretty pleased. Pretty pleased? Didn't actually mean to say it like that, but okay. It's out there. Let's see. I think it's just, yeah, it's a 2x4 copper sheet. Pretty straightforward. I am not pleased with this stream. Oh, don't be that way. You're still here. Keep saying that, but you're still here. See, this might still be wrong. 1, 2, 3. I know that's no. Leaves, unfollows. Man, it's so dramatic. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm out. This is actually, yeah, this is only a 2x2, not a 2x4. I'm just losing IQ points here as the night goes on. Yeah. I've set you up on that one. Go for it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I gotta bring you back to stream somehow. You know what? I can't just let you leave. You have an IQ? See, I was trying to think. It was like there was a product called the IQ. I think there's a car that's called NQ or something like that. What did you do before I was here? Pretty much the same thing, honestly. Lived in peace. Didn't have to worry about getting bonked. I had a lot less anxiety before that, actually. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not right. That goes there. All right, we'll do a quick test on once we get this all hooked up. This is the last thing actually I think we need to test. But no, we need to test. I'll do that later. I'm kind of getting a little burnt out. It's already 11 here. We've been live for, well, 3.5 hours. Ugh. That head bob kind of messed me up there. All right, let's see. There we go. If I do the conveyor converter or whatever down there for a stream tomorrow, which I may or may not be able to do. Oh wait, I'm doing Helldivers tomorrow too, I think. I'll have to figure out if we're still doing that or not. If not, I'm going to continue working on the project here. All right. Is that right? I think that's right. You are old. That's a random thing to just say. But yes, I think. I guess I'm old in terms of like streaming and stuff. I mean, I think the YouTube stream might be a little bit. Is it right? He asks. You built it. Let's see. Well, yeah, you should know what I'm doing at all times, man. You're the one that keeping me on track, right? I mean, it seems to work with my coworkers whenever you know, they assign me things that they have no right to even assign me to. But that doesn't stop them. No, trains do that. I actually had to think about what I just said. Keep me on track. Good one. Good one. Might have to make that one a dad joke. All right, hook that up. Keep wagging your tail and run. Mm-hmm. Wagging? Well, I mean, I guess... I mean, I thought that was tuck tail and run, not wagging your tail. Cover sheet. This is 2 per minute. Yeah. Wagging. But the dog doesn't usually run away wagging. I mean, maybe it does sometimes. Hey, why is it? Okay. All right, so now we just got to get some copper. Okay, we'll just disconnect this. You want to keep wagging your tail, run, or you won't be walking. Wait, what? It's a threat, damn it. Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to like continue the joke here. Threats, jokes, I guess the same thing at this point. Is this a prank, bro? Ow! Listen, I'm tired, okay? It's getting to be... I'm old. Oh, that's why she was saying, oh, it's getting to be past my bedtime. Yeah. Hi, tired. I'm gear. Har, har, har. Hardy, hardy, har. We got the riffraff here in chat tonight. What do they call those? Not raggle. What do they call those people that give people a hard time? We'll check to see if this works. This would be a good stopping point for tonight, I think. No, it's not hecklers. Rabble? Is it the rabble? I think. Yeah, I won't be. I'm trying to remembering a quote from somewhere, and I won't be bothered by this rabble or something like that. I can't remember. Rabbi? No. Although, speaking of that, I was recently watching a documentary of Mel Brooks. I almost called him Mel Gibson. He has a pretty interesting backstory. He's 99 years old. He was 100 years old. And he's still making the second Spaceballs movie. Pretty wild. All right, let's just inspect. Let's just inspect this last little factory here. And let's see. As long as it's getting it, because I think it just output. So, oh, no, we did this one. Mel Brooks is, in fact, 100 years old. Holy shit. Yeah, the interview was something about the 99-year-old man or something like that. I think my favorite Mel Brooks movie is Robin Hood Men in Tights. Let's see. All right. Anyway, this looks to be working. Yep. So I think we've got, actually, now that we've got less work to do, we've actually got more progress made overall. Oh, shoot. I do need to build the second tier here. I'm not going to do that tonight, though. I'm kind of getting a little burnt out at the moment. But we made a substantial amount of progress. We've got, let's see, let's go to our modeler here. We've got one assembly line actually almost complete. Or no, is it two? No, we almost got two assembly lines complete, and actually we only need two. So that's pretty fantastic, actually. So we're actually really close to getting smart plating done for phase one. And then we're going to just go out and explore the world and try to find geothermal energy, geothermal plants. That will probably be a little bit tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing Saturday. Saturday might be restarting Factorio. But appreciate everybody hopping in tonight. Let's see. Ice, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. Random, it's been good. It's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. And with that, are you doing a woman on Saturday? I don't think I said anything quite like that. No, I'm trying to remember what I just said 30 seconds ago, but I got the attention span of a goldfish. So anyway, yes, there will be more streams. There will be more videos. I shall return tomorrow and Saturday. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Get out of here. Get your mind out of the gutter. Come on. This is we're not that kind of stream. We're not on Kick. I'm not streaming on Kick yet. All right, guys. It's a question. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm calling a stream. I'm getting out of here for tonight. I will talk to you guys tomorrow if you are around. Otherwise, have a good Friday. Peace.